So, this is how it is. Mankind's monotonous, ritualistic-based lifestyle, where every day we wake up to then fall into another sleep by robotically performing the exact same tasks as the many days previous. As always in this pre-awakening moment in time, we seem to ponder about how we ended up in this crazy storyline, to then dwell on the what ifs and the should have, but most of all, for freedom. Because we all truly have dreams, inspirations and aspirations. When things truly seem to be not right, your soul, your consciousness starts to question both the world and your life purpose. Because deep down you know, there is something definitely wrong going on here, on this planet. That, you will soon see, that we unfortunately exist on. Still, we flutter with dreams, because we know they will again be ripped away from us, by a system that controls the way we think, act, and do things. We are told what to do, and to do what we are told, which has got absolutely nothing to do with, nor does it care for, your passions. Are we not allowed to break away from the norm, to break away from a society that is far from it? Conditionally programmed to ridicule the very few who speak up and vigorously oppose it. Has our life already been artistically crafted for us to be molded into a robotic, ritualistic society? Are we really painting our own life story? Or has something already chosen our verse to their song, hiding our own verse, our inner verse, our outer verse, our universe, our multiverse? We will work most of our lives for the materialistic meaningless, a continuous cycle of repetitiveness, until we die, and through our ignorance for turning our backs to the real truth of life purpose, we get to do it all over again. Through the extraterrestrial white light rebirth program. While most are well conditioned to accept this meaningless repetitive ritualistic programming, it is the celebrations of so-called traditional practices humanity blindly participates in that becomes their ultimate demise. This is the whole grand scheme of things, of what life, death, and rebirth is all about. In this system, these daily rituals have their place, but it is the yearly ones that serves a more sinister purpose. This is mankind's rituals to the Saturn moon matrix. Here are the hidden true meanings behind what humanity ignorantly celebrates. Christmas was originally an ancient ritual known as Saturnalia, which was a yearly festival in Rome honoring Saturn. Each December were 12 days of excessive drinking, eating, promiscuity and mass sexual orgies. Which is where the meaning behind the 12 days of Christmas originally comes from. With also connections to the 12 ages of the zodiac. This celebration was also known as Bacchanalia, which was tied to Dionysus, who was depicted as carrying round a thyrus, which is a staff that is tipped with a pine cone. This staff is actually the representation of the spine, with the pine cone representing the pineal gland. that is ritualistically given away. When we set up the pine tree, put the star, or Saturn symbolism on top. And under we have gifts, in boxes, or cubes. The staff is the spine, with the pine cone off the pine tree, as the pine eel gland, which is passed as gifts to Santa, Saturn, Satan, Jesus, Lucifer, Enki, who is most commonly known to live at the North Pole. But not this North Pole. This one, the North Pole of Saturn. Saint Nick, or Old Nick, is by definition the chief spirit of evil and adversary of God, who is the tempter of mankind, and master of hell. The Indonesian Saturn translates into English as Old Nick, and Old Nick translates into the Turkish language as Satan and Iblis, both sharing the translated synonyms of demon, devil, Satan, adversary, Old Harry, and the evil one. The Filipino concurs, with Old Nick becoming Satanus. By participating in the rituals of Christmas, or Saturnalia, sends a vibrational signal to Santa, Satan, Saturn, that you consent to their clause of ownership of your penis/vagina/spine, pineal gland, your higher awareness, that you lawfully give away, because a clause is a legal document, hence why we have a Santa Claus. Let's also not forget the sexual symbolism for the candy cane, which is a spine, curved to a penis. And the pedophile elite just love it when everyone sucks the candy cane, because not only the spine is biologically connected to the penis, but also the anagram for spine is penis. The star from the east, or the East Star, or Easter, from the ancient goddess Ishtar, which is Anunnaki goddess, in Nana, who is now more commonly known in this modern day as Isis, which is the moon. One will soon start to see who the real monster of mankind truly is. Stare, from monster, originated from many languages that translates into the English as star, hence monster, or moon star. Is it not that blatant, that for every month, the moon disappears for 3 days, which is technically, logically and physically impossible? Only to reappear after the 3rd day, but now this time lagging behind the path of the sun. The true meaning behind Easter, or Nana, is the celebration of sex and the fertilization of the woman's, or womb man's, egg. Celebrating this ritual tells the moon god Isis, not only you consent your own rebirth, but also to making more rebirth energy slaves. Slaves for money, because mon from money means moon, while the phonetic money in Norse mythology was known as their moon god. The Old Norse Icelandic agrees, with money also meaning moon. This is why people act crazy over money, because they are performing the acts of the moon, turning into maniacs, or moon acts, which all ride the countdown of their life clock, becoming lunatics, or moon ticks. Easter/Inanna is a fertility moon worship of sex and intercourse, which is why we need the eggs to be fertilized by the Easter bunny. A marriage, or marriage, or age of the moon. The age of the Trojan horse moon that was introduced to mankind as a gift, which also is the true meaning behind the mythological Trojan horse story. It is a ritual ceremonial vow to Isis, to become married or married. Mare is Latin for sea, relating to our body ships arriving from the current sea, and also mare is a definition of an adult female horse. Appropriately, the common computer virus is named Trojan horse. Mare is also the dark areas on the moon, and is where we get the word nightmare. Back to the word married, where eed, from married, is Dutch that means oath, and is phonetically pronounced to sound like eat, because it is the moon gods that eat us. An oath is a divine promise, which is what marriage vows are set up as, and is why it is called a ceremony, or ceremony, where sera is the Latin word for lock, and the Italian sera means evening, night, and vesper, while vesper in Latin translates as evening star and evening meal. Let's not forget that the moon, or Isis, was the lover of Re, who is Saturn, and to honor their relationship, we also have to wear the rings of Saturn, because Saturn is the lord of the rings, and that is what the ritual of marriage or the marriage is all about, a divine oath to the moon/Isis, and Re/Saturn, by the horse, or the phonetic horse, because we are made into the horse of Babylon, a well-crafted age, to which we all now serve, to the modern day London, or the baby London. And so we have also the worship of the monarchy, because mon means moon, and archy means archon, because they are the royal moon archons, who are the architects, of this world. They are from the family tree of King Al, or royal, because Roy is etymologically Roy, that means king, with Al meaning Al, or Saturn, therefore we worship King Saturn's moon archons. One should now start to see the overwhelming evidence presented, of mankind's blind worship towards the Saturn moon matrix. But wait, there are more. The birthday, or birthday, which we are told to celebrate it by traditionally eating cake. Why cake? Because the Latin word placenta literally means cake, flat cake. The placenta is the vascular structure in a woman's uterus that provides oxygen and nutrients to the fetus/fetus, and transfers waste from it as well. This is where the popular expression, "You can't have your cake and eat it too" comes from, since the gods cannot use us as battery energy slaves. and eat us at the same time. When people traditionally eat cake on their birthday, they are consenting through ritualistic ceremony to their enslavement in the Moon Matrix rebirth program. And even as this overload of information seems too much, too unbelievable to the listener, looking at it from a logical standpoint, one should see the birthday as actually the anniversary of one's day of birth, and not their actual birthday. Also, this system allows you to celebrate just one day of the year of your life. Are the other days of your life not just as important to you? Shouldn't we be celebrating every day of our life? No, because the other days are spent as slavery days to this system. We are all prostitutes for the money. The whores of Babylon. A prostitute by definition is someone who sells their body for money, and that is pretty much everyone. We are all riding the beast, which is the monetary system of 7 heads, linking to the sacred number 7 with 7 days of the week named after the 7 major planets and so on. Almost every given tradition, ritual, celebration, ceremony, or a series of acts performed in the same way, is a double-edged sword. Most cannot and will not accept the true meanings behind what they deem to see as harmless and righteousness. These rituals of Christmas, Easter, marriage, birthdays, Halloween and so on, are not empty and meaningless. They are all cunningly disguised to fool humanity. Fool humanity to believing these actions to have little or no real universal or multiversal impact, while still able to keep the majority from not even questioning them. And this is what you can do by withholding true knowledge to the secrets of the universe. And right now, we are all stuck on this plan, E.T. Far, far away in the deserts of the multiverse, continually recycled by the rebirth ritual program of the Saturn Moon Matrix.